Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're reviewing the OneTigris Backwoods Bungalow. This is a tent inspired by Baker style design. The Backwoods Bungalow 2, according to OneTigris, features a World War II foxhole style design. Firstly, let's talk about the materials. This is a single skin tent. It's constructed from a durable 75D ripstop nylon. It boasts a 1500mm hydrostatic head. How waterproof that is, we're going to get on to later. It weighs 3.2 pounds, it's about 1.5 kilograms. The setup is unusual. There are no poles. You can use trekking poles, sticks harvested from the landscape. I'll be suspending the main body of the tent from a ridge line between two trees, and then I'll be using poles for the awnings. So let's get it set up. This is my quick deploy ridgeline system. I'll go over this on another video. To get the height of the ridgeline right, you basically just need to do a little bit of practice. And as you can see here, I've got two pre-tied prusik loops, which I can use to suspend the tent from. So to attach the tent, I just place my prusik loops directly through these grommets, pop a little stick in, and that's going to hold it stationary. On the other side, I'll do exactly the same thing, and that is the tent up. That's really quick and simple to get the main body of the tent hung. I have added these crabs on to clip onto the ridge line, but it's not strictly necessary. The next thing we need to do is place some pegs in around the tent. If any of you have watched any of my shorts, you'll see that I've got a short about being careful where to camp because of the presence of mice. This tent is currently being put up directly over that mice hole. We also have out here a flap that we can add just to help the ventilation at the rear of the tent. You can also tie out back here, which I have done as well, especially when the weather looks like it might be bad, or if I need a little bit more space inside of the tent. Now we need to place a couple of pegs at the front of the tent just to hold it out properly. So the next step is to get the awning lifted. The awning is my favorite feature of this tent because it gives you an incredible view. With this awning, I'm going to use a couple of these sticks, but it's perfect stop knot. Plonk that over there. And that's not going anywhere. There we go. One in there, and we'll pop one the other side. There we go. Now obviously if you're expecting heavy rain, you're going to want a better angle on this tarp. But the tent is up. So let's take a look inside the tent. We've got two sets of zippers from the top and the bottom. These easily zip all the way around, and inside we have plenty of space. You can also see a vent across the back. This is a single skin tent and you will get some condensation inside of it. I certainly have done. It has been a problem from time to time when I've woken up in the morning and found my sleeping bag is wet. So let's go over some of the basics. This tent measures 6.8 feet in length and 4.1 feet in width, 3.7 feet in height. It comfortably accommodates one camper plus gear. Two is going to be a significant struggle. The double layered entrance with the mesh door promotes airflow but keeps insects at bay. Inside we have a lantern hook to help you operate at night, and you can roll this mesh all the way up. So I've used this tent in the woods many times on this exact spot. For instance, on my most recent wilderness trip into the Canadian backcountry, I actually took this tent. Firstly, the design does limit the pitching options, and on some occasions in Canada, I had to improvise to get the tent set up properly. Several occasions I was lucky there were no significant winds, as some of those limitations would have meant that my pitch was no way ideal, and this does require good pegging out points. However, the design is the main reason I use the tent. It affords you an incredible view. Personally, I always sleep with the awning open so I can go to sleep seeing the outside world and wake up again feeling like I don't have any restriction between me and the world outside. The tent offers excellent insect protection. I found I could open the zip up just at the bottom, squeeze in, remove my boots without letting hundreds of mosquitoes in, a real problem in Canada. However, I did find that in heavy rain, the waterproofing was not sufficient. I'm not sure whether that's an issue with the tent manufacturing or just the rain level being above the hydrostatic head. I don't know. It was extremely heavy rain. I lost entire nights of sleep trying to deal with it. Once I'd learned this though, subsequent nights, I paired it with an additional tarp if I knew that it was going to be incredibly raining. In summary, I love this tent. It makes you feel really connected to the outside world you're camping in. For summertime, buggy adventures, it's absolutely perfect. In the winter, with less bug issues, personally, I would always use a tarp because I do like that feeling of connection to the outdoors. I'm definitely a fan of these Baker style tents. If you enjoyed this video, please check out my other tent reviews linked to below and right underneath in the description box. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Matt, out.